Hello and welcome to Gunthrex Travels. We are continuing to make videos talking about the various projects that I would like to get done at some point in the future in our travel trailer, our 2019 Winnebago 29 DDBH. You can go look that up if you want a model number. I'll try to remember to put all that relevant information in the descriptions of the videos, but we'll see. Make sure you click the like button to help the video spread out. Click the subscribe button to help us reach that first milestone of 1,000 subscribers for this channel. Yeah, I would normally talk about the many videos I have on my gaming channel, but this isn't the gaming channel. I can't really say that. I have a process that I go through to get through the stuff without having to stop, and this new channel is messing with me. Anyways, today's video is going to be talking about the shower project that I eventually want to get done. As you can see, we'll take a look at. We have the standard RV glass door shower setup, which is, you know, it's nice for what it is. As you can see, there's a bunch of dirt in here because I just finished doing a load of laundry, and the water from the washing machine drains into here because I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to flood anything else. Any of the other sinks I have are kind of small, so I didn't want to accidentally mess anything up by having flooding happen, so I have it draining in here. And unfortunately, it leaves a little bit of dirt here in the bottom, but you know, it is what it is. But as you can see, this is the standard kind of shower pan, shower door model. Now, there's plenty of standing room in here. One of the great things about this particular unit, it has a awesome amount of standing room. I am 6 foot, right around 6 foot, and I still, I don't want to step in there because it's wet, but I still have, like, you know, that much headroom above me, when I'm standing in there. So, I have like one criticism of the shower. One definitely, and then one kinda I don't like it kind of thing, but we'll talk about that in a second. The first thing that I really don't like about this particular design of shower is that the maintenance, doing any kind of maintenance thing with it is a real pain in the butt. Because as you can see, little access panel down here, which, you know, it doesn't look that small, but then when you open it up, it has some, as a matter of fact, you know what, I'm going to pause a second because this is one of those things where I could easily open it up and actually show you why I don't like this thing. So give me a second, let me grab a screwdriver, I'll open it up and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Alright, here we are. Welcome to the bottom of the shower. Anyways, I did want to go ahead and show this to you because this is one of the things that really just frustrates me about this shower. As you can see, there is necessarily a big wooden frame under here that you stand on. It provides you with something to stand on while you're in the shower so that you don't push through the bottom of it and, you know, break stuff. The problem is that when you want to get in here to start doing things, as you can see, my finger is right over here next to this piece of wood. So to get into here to do things, you have to find like the perfect, and I'm sorry, it's getting blurry. You have to find like the perfect location for this to get in here, unscrew things, and try to figure this out. And as you can see, this P-trap that's in here right now is not the original P-trap that came with this. It originally came installed with a black hard PVC P-trap. But the problem is that as you can see, there's a gap between where the floor is and where the wooden support is. So when you step on this, the entire floor moves around, which causes the drain to move around. And when the drain is moving around on a hard pipe system, it cracks and it starts to leak. So I ended up replacing the original P-trap with this flexible one, which works just fine, but for whatever reason, the right side over there started leaking. So I ended up having to get down here to unscrew it and turn and flip the sides around, because I don't mind if the top part leaks because the water doesn't really fill up there. But on the right side, when the water fills up, it leaks like a sieve. So I originally came in here to remove the P-trap to clean out dirt and debris and hair and stuff, because, you know, it happens after a while. But I noticed it was leaking really bad, and I was like, oh, I need to swap this around. It was just a real major pain in the butt. I hurt my fingers and cut them up pretty bad on this stupid piece of wood over here, because there's just not enough room to do anything, and you can't push it back any further than what this already is, because it's up against the wall. Like, it goes all the way back up to the wall. So there's no moving it out of the way, there's no doing anything to get to it. You just have to suck it up and, you know, figure out doing all of this. So what I want to do is I want to pretty much just remove this entire shower setup here, and I want to build a custom thing where maybe there's like a there's a platform, and I actually want to use all of the space here since I'm doing a custom job. Like, I want to go from this corner here all the way to this corner here, right? And then do some kind of waterproofing solution for the wall. And I want to make it to where the platform that I have here is easily removable. Like, I can easily pull it out of place and get to all the pieces that are in there, so that when I need to fix things, it's not such a pain in the butt. So I'm thinking something along the lines of some kind of permanent waterproof something along here, which then overlaps a protective barrier that's flexible that I can lift up and move out of the way, that goes over whatever lip I build for the custom shower pan I want to put in here. And it'll be like attached at the bottom. So that way the water still runs all the way down. It doesn't get into the wood or anything like that. But then when I need to do something with the shower, underneath the shower, all I have to do is remove whatever plastic or flexible waterproof solution that I have, lift it up, and then I can just either pull the shower pan out, or I can design some kind of hinged system that allows me to flip it up to get to all the under stuff here. So that's kind of what I want to do with the shower. Not really, like, I have an idea in my head of what I want to do, but obviously a lot of times when you're doing projects like this, the idea you have in your head is not going to be the final result of whatever it is that you do, either because things end up being harder than you thought they were going to be, or the idea you had has a fundamental flaw of some kind that you don't realize until you go and try and implement whatever it is that you're trying to do. But ideally, as I'm saying, I would like to have something where I'm using all of this space here, because as you can see, as you can see down here, like, all of this space here in between the shower and the linen closet, that's just wasted space. That could be shower space if I could, coat this or put something on this wall or do something with this wall to waterproof it. And then same thing on this side, I could build a little outcropping here. It's hard to do this backwards, but I could build a little outcropping from this down here, and then just kind of enclose all of this, and then just use a shower curtain. I'm fine with a shower curtain. I don't need the glass doors here. That's nice stuff to have, but it doesn't really help. It doesn't really provide something that I really care about. And to be perfectly honest with you, and I hesitate to point this out, I'm sure that some of you noticed it when I was going through and showing you some things. You were probably like, ugh. But we'll go ahead and talk about that, because it's another one of the reasons I want to remove this from the entire thing here. See, this lip here is filthy, and I've cleaned it. I have cleaned it in the past, but to do a real cleaning of this, a meaningful cleaning that doesn't just get this little part right here. To do a real meaningful cleaning of this, you have to remove the entire frame of this, and then you can get in there to really clean this stuff. The problem with that is that the screws for this are way back there, and I can't get my drill in between this little space here. And it's really hard to try to get your hands in there to do any kind of turning, because as you can see, there's barely any room in here. So it's a real massive, like, I've done it once and I'll never do it again. It's a real massive pain to remove this entire frame, to get in there to clean all of that gunk and dirt from the bottom. And I've just kind of gotten to the point where I'm just like, I'm just going to leave it, because at some point I want to rip all this out anyway. So I don't care if it's kind of ruined, because I'm just going to throw it all away and replace this with something that's easier to maintain, easier to keep clean. Because this thing here, while it was pretty when I first got it, it's a pain in the butt to keep it that way, and I don't like having to do extra work that I don't want to do. I'm lazy. I want to do things the easy way. So I want to put something in. I'd rather do some hard work up front to make it so that down on the line things are easier, and I'm going to be lazy about it, and I don't have to do a bunch of extra work. And a more or less like bowl-shaped, or I don't want to say bowl-shaped, but a more or less simple shower pan that fits the space perfectly and doesn't have any hard to remove things in the way is going to be a lot easier to get to things. It's going to be a lot easier to clean things and keep this place keep the shower looking nice. So until then, this is what it's going to look like. It is what it is. It's too hard to try to clean it right, and if I'm not going to clean it right, I'm not going to bother cleaning it. That's just how I am about it. So yeah, that's the shower. That's my plan for the shower. Hopefully we'll be able to get to that That should be a relatively easy. I say that, and that's going to make it harder, but it should be a relatively easy project to do, assuming I can come up with a solid plan and I don't get impatient and rush my way through it like I do with most things. This is the way I go. But again, just like with the closet project, excuse me, I'll try to give you an update once we're done with it. Maybe a couple of updates as we're going through it. I have no idea when it's going to happen. Like, don't ask me when. It's like, if you ask me when I'm doing the shower, my answer is going to be when I get to it. It'd be the same answer for the closet. When I get to it. I have other things going on in my life, so when we have the time to sit down and actually start doing these projects, that's when I'll do them. But do try to keep me honest. Comments help with the engagement on the channel, and so I do appreciate your comments. Just don't expect a solid response when you ask questions like that. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and close out this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Click the like button to spread the video out to more people. Subscribe to the channel to help us reach that magic 1,000 subscriber mark. The number doesn't go up unless you actually press the button. So be sure to go ahead and do that now. And then, yeah, so be sure to come back, check out the other videos we already have on the channel. Be sure to stay subscribed so that you can get updates when we do post videos in the future. And we'll see you for the next one.